Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Rodrigo with Vibes Bodega. Welcome back to the Vibes Blueprint. As you can see, we are in a different area. We are here with one of the best businesses in the Bay Area. If you don't know him, he will introduce himself in a quick minute. So let him introduce himself.
Ground from the wild!
Welcome. We'll give you the headphones so we can start this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Shrimp, for coming by or actually us coming to Mr. Shrimp here on North 13th Street in San Jose, California. How's it going, Mr. Shrimp?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Introduce yourself. Let the people know exactly where we are. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Let them know.
So my real name is Luis, so everybody call me Mr. Shrimp. I have a small taco truck in 802 North 13th Street in San Jose, California. So stop by, and say hi.
Absolutely. Do you want to take a shot before we start this, just to take a little bit of the nervousness off? And yeah,
let's do it.
All right, for sure. So let's do it.
There's one on top of you over there. Oh shoot.
There you go.
Not just a podcast, nah, it's a lifeline. Blueprint written in the skyline. San Jose Street taught me to grind from the cracks in the concrete. Dreams on one.
Cheers. All right, Mr. Shrimp, thank you for coming on by. Appreciate your time because I know you are a busy person.
Thank you.
So let's start this by what made you start Mr. Shrimp?
So, what made me start Mr. Shrimp? Friends. Yeah, always friends. I used to do construction.
Oh, really?
So I used to do a lot of parties in my house. Right in the backyard. Actually, in this bar.
Right on.
Right. I used to use this bar.
This is where it all started.
This is where all started, right? So I used to do a lot of. I love to cook. I used to do a lot of aguachiles, a lot of ceviches, and then all my friends like, dude, you should open a restaurant. We all go.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, you should open a restaurant. And then, I think making food, it's already on my blood, dude. Because when I first came to the United States, right, I was 17, and I wanted a hot dog stand.
Ooh,
But
so it would have been Mr. Hot Dog Shrimp.
I don't know, but I want nobody at that time used to made the wrap hot dogs, right? And I wanted to make it Sinaloa style.
Absolutely.
But you're an immigrant. You come here and you start working, and I used to make minimum wage like $4, dude.
No, absolutely.
I couldn't afford a hot dog car, so that dream kind of faded away, and I just joined construction, and I did construction, and I saved a little bit of money, and then one day I said, you know what? All my friends listen, my food is good, so I'm gonna buy a taco truck, and that's it. That's how everything started.
And then after that, everything was history.
Right.
Where did the name Mr. Shrimp come from, though?
So Mr. Shrimp, I talk about this in another podcast. How the name came. I was just wondering, like, I'm from Sinaloa, so there's a brand. I don't know if I can say it.
No, say anything you want. You're open to today.
So Mr. Frog. I don't know if you know about that brand. It's a clothing brand. It's very famous in north side of Mexico. It was Señor Frog. Sorry, not Mr. Frog. It was Señor Frog. So I was like, I'm gonna put Señor Pelicano, Señor Shrimp, and I was like, just looking for a name, and then just. I was talking to my wife, and I said, you know what, Mr. Shrimp sounds good.
Absolutely.
It sounds like strong. It sounds funny. It kind of have a lot of different sounds. I'm like, let's do it, Mr. Shrimp. And así se quedó, Mr. Shrimp.
Mr. Shrimp. So did you ever think this would grow to what it is today?
I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm very passionate about what I do. So I think it's gonna go more than what it is now.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's always better to have confidence than question yourself over things that might be, because the people that keep on questioning on what might be might not grow to what it is. It's always échale para adelante because vas a crecer. But who inspired you to get into the food business though?
My mom.
Your mom?
My mom. She a lot of people know my mom. She used to sell tamales right in 24 in Williams. Used to be El Gallo Colorado.
Ooh.
So she used to be in the mornings there selling tamales. So I think she inspired me to work in food. Especially all my family is on the food business, pretty much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who else owns a food business in your family?
My niece, she owns Birreria Nesa. My other niece owns Monteros. And my sisters own Carmelitas.
Okay.
Yeah, and she sells tamales in now where my mom used to work, 24 in Williams.
24 in Williams. So check out the tamales on 24 in Williams. What was the hardest part about starting though?
The hardest part, dude, is being free. You know what I mean? You can't do things like everybody. You cannot take there is no vacations, there is no birthdays, there is no Christmas, there is no New Year's, there is no Thanksgivings. There is nothing special that you can take days off.
So sacrifices.
Yeah, it's a lot of sacrifices. A lot. That's the hardest part, especially being with the family. Sometimes like I have two babies at home. Sometimes I want to be there, but I'm not there. I can't because people expect me to sit me here.
Absolutely, and that's kind of one of the best parts of being a business owner, because you get to see that person's face, and then in the long run you'll be able to give back to your family. Did you ever think about quitting Mr. Shrimp? Did you ever think about doing something else?
Yes and no. Because I come from, like I tell you, I come from construction. I was a subcontractor, title subcontractor. But that was just a lot of stress, a lot of stress.
I believe
it. Right now the times are bad for construction. All this inflation. People are not building much. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing the food. You know what I mean? And no, it's hard to say like quitting, but I sometimes I do have like, hey, this is hard, I want to quit, that's it, I'm done, I'm going back to construction because I had more time, I had more free time, I can enjoy my kids more. But I don't know, I like this, it's less stress.
Absolutely. And what kept you going when things got slow? Has things because we talk about things getting slow for construction, but have things been getting slow for you in the food business?
Yeah, it's going up and down. It's going up and down, and it's been like really, really slow. But I knew it. It was gonna be. It was not gonna be easy. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I have family in this business, and they told me how they started. So they kind of prepare me for this kind of situation. They say that sometimes they wanted to close because they sold $100 a day. $100, dude.
Absolutely,
it's nothing.
That's insane. That's insane.
They say $80, and I have sold $80. I have sold $75, dude. And I'm like, wow. Sorry for my language. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? It's so hard. You know what I mean? I can't live with this.
Absolutely.
But I go home, or somebody came and tell me, dude, this tostada is amazing, dude. You know what I mean? It's so good, and then they give me the motivation to keep on going. You know what I mean? That's what keep me going.
That's good. And then, what was your "this is gonna work" moment? Like, hey, I'm actually making money. I'm actually surviving off of being a food business owner. At what moment did you feel, hey, you know what? This is actually working.
So, it's been 2 years now that I don't put money out of my pocket. You know what I mean? Because it's like I say, it's hard. And then now, it's I'm not getting rich, but I'm going back. I'm passing back. And at this time now, if somebody say that, hey, I'm making a lot of money, it's lying. Because times are tough.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And then, what mistakes did you make in the beginning that you can now say, hey, you know what? I made this mistake, but I learned from it, and this is where I made the mistake. So what would you say that what was some of the mistakes that you started making in the beginning?
You know, working with family sounds horrible, but it's one of the biggest mistakes I ever done. Working with family or trying to do a partnership, you know, working as a partner with not partnership, sociedad, ¿cómo se dice? Sociedad?
Association,
Right,
like a partnership.
right, you know, because that's one of my biggest mistakes. You know, if do it all or don't do nothing, you know, because when you have partners, it's hard, you know, especially if they don't work, you know, and they want to only put the money, right? They want the money so fast, and a business doesn't work that way. It doesn't work so fast.
Yeah, no, definitely. Nothing is from the day to the night, honestly. And then what would you do differently if you could restart everything?
That's a good question. I don't know. If I start everything,
Yeah, if you were to restart this business from zero again, what would you do differently?
I would have focused more on social media because it's what is working now. It's the new era.
It's a new marketing.
Yeah, it's a new marketing, and a lot of people thinks it doesn't help. But trust me, dude, a lot of people are watching their phones, and now you have to not just make a good food, but fish. You gotta fishing, you know, because
Absolutely.
you gotta make the place look better than him, better than them, you know. Always gotta make something to look nice so you can bring people in.
Absolutely.
Not just on flavor, just you gotta make it all everything.
Like we say in Spanish, le tenemos que hacer que se le antoja a la persona on the screen so they can come by and actually taste the food. What's the biggest lesson business has taught you, though?
Being humble. You know what I mean? Being humble. You know, I used to be, sorry for the word, I used to be an asshole, right? I like to eat good. So I used to go to restaurants and you know, if I didn't like it, I would complain about it. You know what I mean? I would like, hey, dude. But sometimes, you know, it's not the fault. You know, it can be any mistake. So that, you know, I learned how to be humble. And now I eat anybody's food and don't complain. You know what I mean? Because now I own.
Now you own a business, so you know the aspects that kind of go into the food itself. What separates Mr. Shrimp from any other seafood business, though?
I don't know. I think we treat everyone here like a family, dude. You know what I mean? Like I have clients that they come and just come and hang out. Even they don't buy anything. It's like they feel so welcome, you know. And nobody does that. Nobody come out and tell how your day going. You know what I mean? Or offer something for free or anything. Everything is about, hey, give me, right? And you have to give back also.
Absolutely. And then, what dish did you put on? What dish do you think that put you on the map? What's one of your most famous dishes that a lot of people come and ask for?
The aguachile for sure. The aguachile, and that was my, you know, that was my goal to sell a lot of aguachiles, right? And when I started, I used to throw a lot, you know. I used to throw a lot of shrimp because I thought it was gonna sell because I say, oh, you know, my aguachile is good. So I used to make a lot of aguachiles, but nobody knew you, nobody knew me. So I'm like, man, you know, I sell $100, $150. I'm like, man, I have to throw this. I thought, you know. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. So I think the aguachile is one of my most popular, and the octopus zarandeado, the pulpo zarandeado.
What about the pescado zarandeado? Because I know I've tasted your pescado zarandeado, and it's pretty good, honestly.
So not a lot of people come and ask for it, you know what I mean? Because it takes a long time. So it takes like 45 to 50 minutes to make it, and then people are kind of lazy to call. So they want to come when they're hungry. When you're hungry, you're hungry. You know what I mean? You want to come and you're gonna get your food. That's it. So I mean, some people order it and it's good, but it's not my most popular, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. And then, how do you handle competition?
How do I handle competition? I don't think I have any competitions. I don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to say my stuff is good, but I think it's a lot of mouth to feed. So I don't think I'm gonna say names. Costa Alegre or Masa are my competitions. I think they just people to trying to make it as me. You know what I mean? Like they try to sell their food and make their own money. I try to sell my food and make my own money, right? But there's no competition. I don't think I have competition with anybody, or any restaurants. I think everybody have the same opportunity to sell their food.
And then, what's the hardest part of running a food business?
The hardest part, being away from the family. That's the hardest part. Like I told you earlier, that's the hardest part, dude. It's tough. Like you can go to, you know what I mean? You can't go to your baby dance because you're busy. You know what I mean? You gotta when you dedicated your life and everything, all the incomes come from food. You have to stay here. You know, you can't just leave. You know what I mean? Because if you leave the business, that's when food change. You know what I mean? Your workers start mixing the wrong ingredients or do the ingredients the way they want.
Basically, in Spanish, we say everybody has their different sazon, so you kind of gotta keep the same sazon. And if you're not there to kind of supervise, it kind of changes.
Right, and that's when business kind of fade away. You know, when you go so big, if you used to,
you have to keep the same quality.
Right, if you used to eat, let's say when Costa Alegre again opened his business, he was very popular. It's still very popular, but if you go to his different restaurants, people said, hey, it's different. It's different flavor, right? Cuando él empezó aquí, right? So I think if you get big, I think everything changes because you get cooks, and then these cooks they already come with their own way.
Like they come pre-trained from different restaurants.
Right.
And then what motivates you every morning to continue this food business?
I don't know. I want to keep bringing food and good taste to the people. That's what Most of the I want is my clients to be happy when they come here. You know what I mean? They can get a good service and good food.
Absolutely. And then, who are you doing this food business for? Like, what's your motivation to continue this business for?
So I do it because I want to leave something for my wife. You know what I mean? I come from a family that we are. I'm gonna go a little bit into
absolutely.
Sickness, right? My family don't last much. You know what I mean? We don't live long, right? And then I wanna leave something for my wife. You know what I mean? I wanna leave something for her so she can defend herself. Because living in San Jose is very expensive. So I want her to be a business owner. You know what I mean? So I'm doing this for my wife.
And then when your children,
right?
And then. What does success mean to you?
I don't know. Success. Everybody want to be rich, right? And I don't want to be rich. I just want to be peaceful. You know what I mean? Make enough money so I can live a good life, not a fancy life. You know what I mean? I want to be peaceful. You know what I mean? Like now, I don't want a Louis Vuitton bags. I don't want a Ferrari. I don't want a $10 million house. I just want to live on peace, and that's it.
So that's what success means to you. And then, what do people not see behind the scenes?
Oh, So this is funny because, dude, you know, sometimes I'm really upset. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get upset to the cooks, you know, with my wife. And sometimes I'm yelling inside the truck, but when I come out laughing with a different attitude. You know what I mean? I don't bring the attitude that I have inside the truck to my clients.
Absolutely.
So that, I think, in working with my wife is the hardest part. Working with her is the hardest.
Good thing she's not listening.
Yeah. And I think it's hard for her too.
And then, what's the biggest risk you've taken so far?
Leave construction behind because like again, I don't want to sound cocky, but when I was in construction, I used to make really good money. You know what I mean? And then I left that. I said, you know what? Let's do something different. I mean, let's follow my dream. You know, and I always like to cook, and let's do it. But I think that was the hardest part. You know what I mean? Living a good life to passing by.
Absolutely. And then, what fear did you have to overcome?
You know, now with all the social media, my biggest fear is I love my clients, but the people, you know, one bad comment, you know, one video, one mistake can ruin you the whole process of your business. You know, you made a mistake. You know, let's say you a hair, and then or you know, sometimes you open a oysters and you see them, you smell it and smell good, but it tastes horrible. You know, things that you can't taste, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of my biggest fear, that the people just post it out there and then ruin my reputation, and you know, because they don't have mercy. You know, some of the people, they don't have mercy, and they will ruin a family business.
Yeah, they don't take consideration for something small to be where it's at. And then, what's the proudest moment you've had so far running this business?
One of the proudest moment is when I got invited to the SAP Center.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Just such a small truck. You know what I mean? Now it's selling food at the SAP Center. You know what I mean? So
and how are things going in the SAP Center?
It's good. I think that, I mean, it's hard to bring the whole menu. You know, I just bring in something fast, like the tacos, right? A little bit of ceviche. You cannot bring all because it's a different crowd too. So it's
not your regular customers that come looking for the food. It's just something that you kind of provide to the people that actually go watch the game itself.
Right, and that's a different kind of people. So it's been tough in the food business, but they've been reacting good to my michelada mix. They've been loving it. So.
They love the micheladas.
Yeah, so.
And then, what advice would you give your younger self if you were able to go back and talk to yourself when you were younger?
Save my money, dude. Save my money. Trust no one. You know, and enjoy life.
Absolutely. And then, what dish are you most proud of? We're not talking about what's the dish that you sell the most, but what dish have you made that you're like, hey, you know, I'm really proud about this dish?
I think I don't have a perfect dish, dude.
Not a perfect dish, but kind of like something that you're proud of that you made yourself.
The shrimp taco.
The shrimp taco?
Yeah, because when I started, I'm gonna tell you the story how this happened. So he's like, okay, we're gonna sell seafood. We're gonna sell seafood. We're gonna sell half seafoods and half tacos, right? Because you have to have it all, right? Because a lot of people don't eat seafood. So Mr. Shrimp, we bought the truck. We get the permits, and then from one end to another, I told my wife, "Hey, we're starting a business." What do you mean? Yeah, we're opening a business. So I went to a couple providers. Hey, I need shrimp, I need this, I need that. I bought it all. Don't worry, ball out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I said, we started. We didn't have a menu. We just did it on paper. We stick it on the truck, and we open it.
Absolutely.
You know, and then so you know, people were coming, friends were coming, and then one day this guy came and said, "Hey, can I have a shrimp taco?" And I, you know, I'm writing down, and and she said, "Can I have a shrimp taco?" And I look at my wife like, "What the fuck are we gonna do?" Just like that. I mean, how are we gonna do it? I don't sell a shrimp taco. You know what I mean? And I look at her like, "Well, you know what? Garlic and butter, you know what I mean? And grill. Let's do it." So we start, you know, we did the grill. They usually grill shrimp, and then we added cheese, and then the next day I like, you know what? I'm gonna play with some food. Let's see, you know. And I used to make this pasta at home, and I kind of mix that sauce for that pasta that I do, and transfer it to the shrimp instead of chicken, or you know, I transfer it to a shrimp, and I add a little bit of more stuff, and then I taste it, and I said, okay. I write it down. I said, it's gonna be, and then since then, I think it's my most
proudest one. And then, what makes your seasoning different?
I don't know. I mean, that one is hard because you know, I don't know. I can't answer that one. I don't know. That's that one.
How do you create a new dish?
Sometimes plain, like I did the King special when one of my clients, he was my client. He's my client, and now he's my compadre. I don't know what. It's my daughter's godfather now. And then we were here like drinking. It was like 3:30 in the morning, right? And then we're drinking, and then like, hey, we're hungry. I said, dude, I'm not gonna open the truck and dirty the cooktop, because in the morning the guys are gonna kill me, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I kind of play with some of the flavors. I come with some of the flavors. I had this, I got the shrimp, I did the onions, and I saute them, and I throw them in a plate, and I bring it to them. Speaking to the devil, he just got here. And everybody loved it. I said, dude, this shrimp is good. Yeah. So that's a Cane special.
Cane special.
And then so we like it, but I forgot the ingredients. So the next day we got drunk again, and
you started writing all the ingredients.
I did it again, and I wrote all the ingredients, and that's how the Cane special came.
There you go. And then, do you have a hidden menu that people don't know about?
Yeah, I have one also is from my compadre's menu called Jesse Special.
The Jesse Special.
Yeah, it's between in a shrimp taco and pastor together.
And then how did that one come about?
You know, one day he wanted to try it, and he's like, hey, can I have a shrimp taco with pastor in it? And then and it's pretty good. Actually, it's pretty good.
We gotta taste that. And then, what's your best value plate?
What do you mean?
Like kind of what brings you more customers? Like, I know you said aguachiles. Is that the plate that brings you the most customers, or?
Yes, I'm betting in between the aguachiles and the shrimp tacos and the tostada de atún. That's my most sellable items.
And then did you just take out the tostada de atún recently, or you've had that for a while?
I had it for a while. Since I started. You know, I was sorry. I used to make it with bluefin tuna, but bluefin tuna, you know, is very, very expensive.
Yeah.
So I kind of did it for a while, stop, and people ask, and I bring it back up and sell, and then stop, and kind of like this, right? But I don't know. But I started playing with, like I said, I like to play with flavors. You know what I mean? This, right? So I one day I played with one flavor, and it was so good that I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I think I give for free at least 300 pounds of tuna.
Wow!
Just to make it popular, because it was so good. I'm gonna show the people how good this tostada is.
And then, what's coming next for the menu? Like, have you thought about new plates coming?
I think I have. But it's my truck is so small. You know what I mean? The room there is so small that I'm not thinking right now. But the other truck, I mean the trailer that I'm getting made right now as we speak. I think I want to put sushi. Sushi.
Ooh, what kind of sushi?
I don't want to do the Mexican sushi, you know what I mean? But I want to do baked sushi.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like Japanese.
Like deep fried.
No, not deep fried.
Not deep fried?
No.
No?
Because that's I don't know. I don't like deep fried. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
No, sushi's gonna hit hard, especially in this community. I know I'm a big fan of sushi. Where do you see Mr. Shrimp in the next 3 years?
So we already have two trucks. One is my sister is using it because her truck broke down, so she's using it now. And I have another trailer getting made right now too. So we're gonna have 3 locations. I don't know where or how I'm gonna do it, but you know it's gonna happen.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave for your family?
You know, I want to leave them this, you know, Mr. Shrimp, you know, but I want to leave them how I treat my clients, right? How I treat them, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you don't want a bad service. I teach my kids you gotta be kind. You know what I mean? You can't be an asshole. You can't be self-food and being an asshole. You know what I mean? You're getting paid for a service. And you gotta love it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You don't want to do Mr. Shrimp just because you want to do it because it's money because I give it to you. You want to do it because you love it and you want to do it. You know what I mean? I love doing this, bro. I'm not doing this for the money. I do it because I love it and make me happy. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? Because I'm sorry to say, if you want a bad service, right, you come and eat. Just go to your house, tell your wife, hey, cook me a plate. And she's gonna say, fuck you. You know, do it yourself. You know what I mean? Here we treat you like a king.
Absolutely. And then, what's your dream collaboration? Like, who are you looking forward to collaborate with?
You know, I'm not looking to collaborate with no one. I want to do it this myself. You know, I want to work at Levi Stadium at one point. You know, also, you know, focus in that area. You know what I mean? Because a lot of Niner fans, they come here. You know what I mean? And then I want to show them, you know, and support them as well.
Absolutely. And then, have you ever thought about opening in a different city, not just in San Jose?
Yes. I was talking to one of my good friends, Charles. He just moved to Colorado, and there's a lot of opportunities over there. So I wanna move to Colorado and open a Mr. Shrimp in Colorado at one point.
Wow. So not just city, but state. Wow, that's a big step. I can see you doing it, doing big things with Mr. Shrimp. And then why should the community support Mr. Shrimp?
You know, because I support my community as well. You know what I mean? When you know, when something going on here is happening, I'm trying to make my community look better, or trying to help my community also. You know what I mean? We done this year a toy drive. Right, we got a lot of toys. You know, I'm not saying me personally, but most of my clients came and support me so well. So I support my community through that medio. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the middleman.
Absolutely.
If I have these boys on my Instagram, right? I got, because not a lot of followers, but I got quite a few.
You have a good community in your Instagram.
That I can have a little voice. You know what I mean? And then I'm using that to help people in my community too.
And then, so I don't have any more questions for you, but I do know we have another guest to join the podcast, but he's a little bit busy. He's doing some sales over there as well.
Yeah, you can see that. I'm gonna start charging him rent.
I was telling him go to a little corner and just ask Mr. Shrimp how much we'll charge you to open a business here.
No, I think we are doing a good collaboration. I forgot to mention, I have this aguachile with carne seca, bro.
That's fire.
Fire. So I'm gonna introduce him to El Gordo. so he's coming a little bit, but he's busy. He's making some transactions in there.
Couple transactions gonna.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I heard you guys wanted a little snack here.
Right on, right.
So we got an aguachile, we got some tostadas, and famous fish tacos.
Join us for the podcast, Gordo.
Yes, sir.
Vente.
If I may.
A little tight, but we good in here. I like it tight. But yeah, so tell us a little bit about your meat, Gordo.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's David. Everybody knows me as Munchies El Gordo. I've been doing carne seca for about 6 months now, going hard. High quality beef, dried at home. Everything done with the family oriented.
Family owned. So tell us a little bit about your meat. Tell us a little bit of the collaboration you've been doing with Mr. Shrimp.
Yeah, so, you know, if high quality meat needs high quality mariscos, so I definitely have to look for the best in San Jose. Mr. Shrimp reached out to me. I reached out to him. We worked something out, and we came out, or Mr. Shrimp came up with that beautiful aguachile you're looking at right there.
And then we have a little bit of the blue. We got a little bit of the red. So if you guys want to check him out, his name is Munchies El Gordo. So check him out. Honestly, he's one of the best carne secas here in the Bay Area. Well, not one of the best carne seca in the Bay Area. You heard it from Vibes Bodega. I back it up 100%.
Same with me. I tried some different carne secas over the weekend, and then I mean, they're okay, but they're not Gordo's carne seca. I mean,
you could honestly taste the quality. Honestly,
right?
Like they'll come at us, and we don't really care. But to be honest with you, Gordo's doesn't compare to them. They have different taste palettes and everything, and we're not bashing on them. But honestly, where quality is there, we can't be like, hey, you know what? We're just And then Gordo, show us how to eat your carne seca with the collaboration that you did with Mr. Shrimp.
All right. So what I was doing at home for a while before we did all this, we would get a piece of the carne seca and use it like a tostada. You get your little aguachile on there, camaroncito, su pepinito.
hey, check this out, dude. Yeah.
Mira, ay papa,
I'm drooling, bro. Goddamn drooling.
y su cebollita. So you got a nice little, and I'm gonna give everybody a little bite like this.
Go for it.
Oh, I thought you were about to be Mr. Shrimp. You were gonna put some of Gordo's meat into Mr. Shrimp's mouth.
Well, you could do that yourself. I'll let you handle the meat. So guys, like I said, the flavor don't lie. Salud.
That's fire.
You gotta finish with it. You gotta sack the cabeza, bro.
Chúpate una cabeza. Oh man.
Mira, you can't go wrong with Gordo's carne.
Two great flavors collide.
Yes, sir.
You get the carne, you get the aguachile.
Well, that's fire,
It's
bro.
all there.
And I was talking earlier about the Jesse special. I brought it for you guys. Go try it.
Try it out.
So I'm gonna keep trying these aguachile. This is hella bomb, dude.
So this is carne de pescado con al pastor.
Shrimp.
Oh, this is shrimp.
That's a shrimp.
Oh, shrimp.
Shrimp and pastor.
So shrimp con al pastor. My bad. There you go. Gordo, take the first bite, brother.
These are big old tacos, eh?
That's what she said. Sheesh.
That's on the secret menu.
So if you guys come to Mr. Shrimp, ask for the shrimp with al pastor.
It's a different version of a Mari Tierra, you know? You usually get beef, but this way you get the al pastor, the pork in there.
And we also have the famous tuna tostada, bro.
the tuna tostada.
Right. And I'm gonna keep digging this thing.
And not gonna lie, I actually tried this one before. And what really sets this one off to me is the fried onions that are on top.
Right.
The fried onions just gives it that extra, that toque final, you know?
Definitely. Come on, more of them.
Crispy onions on top. With pineapple.
No, mango. We have some mango, onions, and caramelized onions on top. And a little bit of secret sauce on top.
Secret sauce.
For this one, I'm gonna bring in my camera guy, Angel. You got to taste this. You can't stay out, brother.
And what I like about that, it's like a sashimi. Going for the carne seca one more time.
What do you think? What do you think, Angel?
Mason is right.
So usually before we close down the podcast, we always try to allow the food owners to tell a little bit more about your guys' business to the audience. But Mr. Shrimp, you take it away.
Señores, my name is Luis, and everybody know me as Mr. Shrimp. So I'm in 802 North 13th Street in San Jose, California. If you guys want to try all these, just stop by. You know, don't be shy. Talk to me. Talk to my wife. Her name is Rosie. Talk to Luisa. Talk to Luz. I mean, they're all gonna treat you the same as me. They're gonna do the same thing, the same job that I'm doing. They're gonna do. So if you guys wanna come by, 802 North 13th Street in San Jose, California, and that's it.
All right, Munchies.
So like I said, guys, my name is David, Munchies El Gordo. I stay off of Allen Rock and White. I do deliveries and pickups in San Jose. My business is very family oriented. I have my 4-year-old son putting all the stickers on the bags. My mother helping me bag up meat. I slice all the meat, cut all the meat myself. So it's all very family oriented business. So you know, you're not just helping me out, but you're helping my whole family out if you guys actually help me out and buy for me.
Absolutely, because this is all family-owned businesses. We try to support small businesses because that is our goal, to always support small businesses. Thank you very much, Cain, again, for being on the podcast. Thank you to Munchies for stopping by. And by the time you most likely see this, Happy New Year, everybody.
And I want to say one more thing so we can close it. I put some people in, like example. I didn't want to offend them or you know, I don't want to they feel like I attacked them. It was just example, you know, of a business.
Absolutely, 100%, honestly. Well, thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Peace, guys.